Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Monarchs going up against the Titans. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the London Monarchs and our home team. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in with even just a .500 season, an impossibility. 0-9.
And disaster has been striking everywhere for them. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. It's just been a really, really rough year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And he's brought down after a good gain. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did. And what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's brought down after a good gain. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Titans a first down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. first carry for Lamar Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Surveying the field. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd down following the run. Miller, the lone setback. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And on the ground they go with a running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's the charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And the Titans defense, they get ready. They take the field again. Big swing play last time they were out there. Looked like they might yield some points. They recovered a fumble, and it turned into a touchdown on the other side.
In a lot of ways, you can say that maybe at a minimum that was a 10-point swing. The field goal that looked like they were going to give up at a minimum. Instead, they take it the other way, turn it into a touchdown, give them 7. By my math, that's a 10-point swing.
And your math's always right.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, here's Miller. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
They'll let their receiver runner out of the Wildcat. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 14 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Derrick Henry. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Love. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Kevin White, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Floating one, incomplete. To throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got time. All kinds of time. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. Yeah, that's perfect. 2. Davis. Deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titan defense getting set now, coming back onto the field. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Green, 39.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They come out with one back, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the block, fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Mike Cyphers now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Hawker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now he's flushed out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Back now in San Antonio as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Back to throw, Love. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And it gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to...
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines? The head coach. Planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Third down, still 14 yards left. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Luck. And able to find Dorsett. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. In motion right, Dorsett. On 1st down, it's Luck. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's brought down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of 4. First, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's McCoy, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Luck. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Allen Hurns, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Titans. Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you have that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Our eyes shift now to the Tennessee defense here. Last drive, touchdown, surrender. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Over the middle, the connection to Hurns. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry up. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Here's Luck now on second down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And all the way in for the touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now the Titans defense gets set to go again. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. Brandon, that's climbing the hill. And not only climbing it, but finally getting to the top and over. What a comeback.
What a comeback indeed. I mean, Charles, that was a 3-score deficit at one point that they were facing.
And let's face it, many times teams in that situation, they pretty much pack it in for the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here we go. Blue line it. Hot blue line.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Green 39.
He's back to throw. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And quickly, they get to the line.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. So here comes the kicker, Zach Hocker. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Now Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll give him a 1st down. Now it's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now Jones. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. We focus our attention on the Titans defense now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here. First throw in overtime for Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.